地に落ちる影大地を落ち道しるべすら意味を失う悲しくて切なくて眠れない白い夜は静かにひたむきに飛び過ぎてゆく遠いこの空が世界を分かちそして生まれる新世界世界分かつ空を振り仰ぐとき目標のラマはバクだけだから今は迷い払い今は振り返らずに歩き出そう続く空
Negro Saki.
Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Lynx here. I had a really good sleep, and then I woke up and I had my weekly conversation with my homegirl Mo, friend to the stream. I'm really gonna be up for a while. My sleep pattern's all thrown off, and because I'm so late, I'm gonna have to make up for it. So I'm probably gonna do a long stream tonight. I'm not even gonna lie. I might be up till maybe like 1 in the morning, maybe. We'll see how the rest of this hour and a half goes, but we are gonna get into Facebook news and WrestleQuest, just like I promised. Okay, the schedule, like what we had planned, doesn't really change. We might even react to a video. I said we're gonna react to a video. I don't know what video we'll react to. Maybe I'll throw up a Generation Hope, just something. But first, thank you to Monty for the new follow. And if you would like to be like Monty, please follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at It's Really Lynx. All one word, just like it says at the top. Follow me on Facebook.com/It's Really Lynx TV, Streamlabs.com/It's Really Lynx for the donations. I'm on TikTok, Cash App, Threads, YouTube, Kick. I don't know why I can't do this tonight, but especially YouTube. I'm trying to get a custom URL. I can only get it with you guys' help. So please like, follow, share, subscribe, retweet, donate, titillate, send to the algorithm if you will. And I will say you can still follow me on Threads. Threads now has a link up. I gotta actually put it on my link tree. All the links that I told you about right here that you can follow me on, all right here, is pinned on Twitch, is pinned on Kick, is pinned on Facebook, is pinned on YouTube. Click the link, follow me on all these platforms. Although I will say, not a fan of Threads anymore. Threads, at least like until I can find a way to like personalize my feed, it's kind of shitty. Like my feed is just basically filled with inspirational posts and IG thoughts. I don't want to see that. So, because the inspirational posts are filled with people, or like from people who don't follow the post that they're actually putting down. And let me see. And then the other one is just, hey Matt, thank you for the like, much appreciated. And IG thoughts I really don't want to see. I don't want to see your botched BBLs. Thank you for the like, Matt, much appreciated. I don't want to see your botched BBLs. I don't want to see your botched boob jobs. You all got the same 3 poses, sticking out your tongue, twerking, trying to sell me flat tummy tees or real estate. Like, I don't care. Like, that's just, I'm not your demo is what I'm saying. I'm not knocking the hustle per se. I'm just saying I'm not the demo for what you want. I don't want you on my feed. I don't want you in my algorithm. So if I can find a way to get them off of Threads, if you guys know how to get them off of Threads to personalize it for myself, please let me know, because I can't figure it out. All right, so let's do some of this. What's this? My sweet mom rushing to my husband's side while he's having an anxiety attack at our daughter's elementary school graduation. Okay, I see that foot tapping. That foot tapping be happening right under me too. I be tapping my foot. I don't got anxiety issues. Like, I mean, I get anxious like anybody else, but I don't think I got anxiety issues. Hey, Matt. What's good? Hope all is well. Let me see. What else we got going on here? Mom just asked me who my parents were. Oh, okay. Is Rose on his way to becoming hip-hop's 4th billionaire? Rick Ross claims he's just a year away from becoming hip-hop's next billionaire. I mean, I would love to see more black billionaires in general. So here's the rooting to you. He out here, I thought he was already a billionaire. He out here buying one jet or one plane or whatever, like a jumbo plane. And then tomorrow I'm gonna buy a whole fleet of them. I thought he invested in his own like airline thing, but apparently not. He's already talking like he's a billionaire already. I'm like, I believe it when I see it. Good luck though. I'm not gonna knock that. Disney CEO Bob Iger says the combined Disney Plus and Hulu app is set to launch in beta next month, aiming the official launch in spring of 2024. I already have both, so what's gonna happen? Like, do I pay, like, I'm gonna have to just pay one price then, right? It better be cheaper than what I've been paying. If it is, I'm gonna have to just do that merge. Cause I already have Disney Plus and Hulu, and I'm about to get rid of Disney Plus, but if I get Hulu and Disney for the same price, like $15 a month or something like that, I'll do it. Nicki Minaj cites Remy Ma Miss Martin bars in Instagram story posts. I guess that's Nicki's way of trying to be cool with Remy Ma again. I mean, she already killed your career, so I guess she can resurrect it. Wow. The Marvels movie came out, and who is this? Games Radar gave it a 2 out of 5. Marvel's woes won't be solved by a disjointed mini Avenger that doesn't make a great deal of sense, but the cats are flirking great. I mean, to be fair, a lot of people already felt this movie was going to be trash going into it, so it doesn't surprise me that people still feel this way. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm not going to agree because I haven't seen it. I have no desire to see this movie. I think the last Marvel film, if I'm being honest with you guys, that I've seen was what was the newest Spider-Man movie, Far From Home. I think that was the last Marvel film that I watched. No, I'm lying. Ant-Man 3, the Quantumanium or whatever, the one with what's the black dude that's on trial right now? He played in Creed. He played Kang in the movie. He was the villain. That was the last one, and that was actually good. I'm not gonna lie, that was a good movie. But that was the last Marvel movie I watched. I just don't have a desire to watch a lot of these. Like the Morbius shit, I had no desire to watch that. Blade is coming out, I have no desire to watch that. This movie, I have no desire to watch. Y'all gotta get good at this. The only other Marvel film I think I wanna watch still, there's one. I forgot, I'm thinking off the top of my head, there's one more. Doctor Strange. The Doctor Strange movie is the one I wanna watch next. But that's only because I got a 4K TV and I want to see how it looks in 4K. That because the optical illusions from his movies are usually really good. But I shouldn't be watching for optical illusion. I should be watching for story. Young Bucks booked for a tag team match at AEW Full Gear. Don't care. I don't watch it. Omegle the video chat has officially shut down after 14 years. God damn. Damn, where all the Omegle people gonna go now? Hopefully they come here. Okay. Here's how Dead by Daylight developer behavior gather horror. Okay. Oh, I guess he's just talking about it. Tony Baker, go see Tony Baker. There's some more AEW stuff. Lil Baby Lynx with Odell Beckham Jr. in NYC. this is just going to fuel the unhetero rumors that are already out about Lil Baby and Odell Beckham Jr. Unfortunately, I don't think either of them are gay, but a lot of people believe they are. Moving on. 3 years ago, she still looked good. Yeah, Jada Pinkett, despite how I feel about her as a person, she's always been a beautiful woman. That I will never deny. The actor strike has ended with a 3-year deal. I believe it when I see it, because it was supposed to end like a month ago and then it restarted again. We'll see. We'll see. Crazy how much Wave looks like Culture. Okay, that's Cardi B and Offset Kids. Lotto glowed up. Okay. She out there with 2 Chainz. L.A. Reid sued over alleged sexual assault and sexual harassment by former music executive. This dude got another allegation on him. He just had an allegation on him like, what? Well, it was before the pandemic, actually. I think it was like 2018, 2019. He had a former, and I don't even know what happened with that. I just know there was an allegation. It was a Me Too allegation on him. And the funny thing about that one was Joe Budden was like, L.A. Reid's a nasty dude out here, right? And then Charlamagne the God of all people was running defense for L.A. Reid, talking about he's not like that. Don't listen to Joe. Joe just deranged. And then a week later, the L.A. Reid first allegation that I was talking about a few years ago comes out. And that's why Charlamagne of all people, because, you know, Charlamagne likes to send out cease and desist. He don't know me, but I ain't trying to get a cease and desist. All I want to say is look into the Jessica Reed story and you make your own judgment from there. Okay. Let's see. I don't care about that. Grand Theft Auto 6 is Rockstar's next highly anticipated open world adventure with a potential 2024 release on the horizon. We can, all right, I don't care. CBS feels like home for the big 3. Ice Cube Big 3 returning to CBS as Steven Jackson calls out lack of support. Okay, Ice Cube Big 3, for those that don't know, is Ice Cube has a basketball league, and it's 3-on-3 basketball. Usually the NBA is 5-on-5, but the Big 3 is 3-on-3, and it could be anywhere between 3 dudes versus 3 dudes, 3 women versus 3 women, or like a mix between the two. So it might be like 2 dudes and 1 girl on each team, or 2 women and 1 guy on each team. It's called the Big 3 and stuff like that. And it's mostly filled with like retired NBA players or just basketball players want to come up in like a different league or division or whatever. It's a good premise, and I hope he really gets off the ground. But the big wigs that pay for the NBA and the NBA itself is like, from what Ice Cube is saying, is blocking them all around. Like they're really trying to stop this from getting off the ground. But Ice Cube is not giving up. Let me see. Beefing with your significant other got to be the worst. You be feeling like your life falling apart, but as soon as y'all cool again, life's great. That's somewhat true. Lil Eazy-E has opened up about what the accolade means to the late rapper's family. Okay. All right, we got another L.A. Reid thing here. Patti LaBelle invites Cardi B over for Thanksgiving dinner. That ought to be fun. I can only imagine how they would get down. The conversation that must be at that table. I don't know why I said we are sexy. Okay, whatever. Mariah May has officially signed to All Elite Wrestling. Who is this? They say this like I'm supposed to know who this person is. She got all these belts, but what is this company she was with? United? That's a United champion? Is that the name of the division? United? AEW really gotta stop doing that. Y'all gotta stop doing this thing of like announcing these people like they're big deals, but we never heard of them before. If they was a big name in Japan, they're a big name in Japan. Don't assume that everybody in the United States knows who these people are. But I wish her all the best. If she's a good wrestler, she'll stand out. She'll come on my radar, and we'll see what it is. I have no faith in AEW's women's division. Matter of fact, that's the video I'll play. I know what video I'll play. And I'll play it in 2 minutes. I'm going to play that video in 2 minutes. I seen it the other day. I'm going to play it here. Gwyneth Paltrow hints at making a return to acting on the condition fellow Iron Man star Robert Downey Jr. convincing her to make a comeback. No, that's okay. We don't need you. That's okay. Top 5 new game dropping this November. Thirsty Suitors. Wait, what's this? Oh no, we can do without the music. RPG about confronting your mistakes, your exes, dating, and skateboarding. The Talos Principle 2. I haven't played the first one. Sci-fi first-person puzzler that's super atmospheric. Modern Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Just the one that they tried to review bomb but couldn't because they went with the other one because Call of Duty fans are idiots. The ones that did it, of course. Persona 5 Tactica. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's coming to Game Pass, so I can actually download this when it comes out, but I haven't played the original Persona 5 yet, so I don't want to do that until I do. And I'm playing this later on this month when it comes out. So I already pre-ordered that. The Mario RPG. Okay. What's this? The Thirsty Suitors? I might have Thirsty Suitors on Game Pass. I have to look into that. Take-Two CEO said GTA 6 is completely protected from delays if voice actors strike. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Oh, yeah. JT reaffirms her support for the transgender community. They the girls. They always fix. They look good. I know a few personally. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with supporting the transgender community. It's when, and it's for any community that you support. It's not just trans community. When you go overboard to the point where it's like that community can't be criticized in any capacity. And now when you criticize them, they treat you as enemy number one, and then they want to try to stop your livelihood because you disagree with something within that community. That's where I'm like, nah, don't do that. But I'm not getting into that because it gets crazy. So
Let's play some basketball!
hey, oh, hold on, I gotta retweet. Hey, Felicia, thank you for the retweet. Much appreciated. Yes. I hope you're doing well today. I don't know if you're in the chat. I don't know if you're lurking, but I hope everything is going great. I hope everything is going swell. We are going to Bizarre gets Fighting Feds fans celebrate rapper's dramatic weight loss. Hold on, I want to see the before and after. Do we got a before and after? That's how he looks now? He looks good. I feel like he was already like this. Oh, no, this is recent. This is recent. Yeah, he looks like he's in good shape. Much better than he used to look. Yeah, good for Bizarre. I'm happy for Bizarre. All right. I want to get into that AEW thing. I'm starting to feel like one of them people that, like, I say I don't like AEW and I constantly shit on it, but then I literally don't watch the product. And but I'm subscribed to Eric Bischoff, Kevin Nash, Keeping It 100, like their YouTube channels, so all these wrestling podcasts. So I listen to them, and they react to WWE stuff, but they also react to AEW stuff. And all they do is talk about how bad the shit is. So I know it from them, even though I don't know firsthand. I still don't know the severity. I'm only going off my memories of why I left AEW alone. But this video I saw highlights a lot of the problems I had with AEW. So it's called 99 Problems in AEW in 13 minutes. So let's see. Let me get this up for you guys. They already got number 1 up already. Hold on. Let me put it over here. You could probably already see number 1. Number 1 is Signing Edge. Signing Edge is number 1 right now. I think it's going from like bottom up, so obviously it's 99 like that. But the guy kind of explains it. I don't think Signing Edge was a bad thing, because WWE is like, they were going to get the most out of that. I think Edge wants to be WWE champion. He wants to be a world champion before he retires, and that wasn't going to happen with the current landscape of WWE. So I think that's why he signed. It don't matter, because he can always just like end this contract. Well, not end it, but like once the contract's over, he can go back to WWE like nothing happened. He's already a Hall of Famer. It doesn't matter. He can do what he wants. Let's go.
1. Signing Edge to AEW was not a great decision because his presence does very little to sell tickets or boost the ratings. 2.
That is true. That is true. Since signing Edge, they have not boosted ticket sales. They have not boosted in ratings. They have not boosted in any of the like important metrics that they look at. So that is true. I still see pictures on Twitter of like empty seats and stuff like that. As far as this week, like I'm sure it's gonna come out tomorrow. The people that were there at the AEW event at Dynamite tonight will show like half the arena empty and all that other stuff. So the ratings have not went up since Edge went there. Number 2, signing Ric Flair. I don't know what his reason is. I'm gonna try to get through these really quick because I don't want to extend it too long because it's already 13 minutes. But and I won't get to each and every one of these either. But signing Ric Flair was a huge hypocrisy thing on Tony Khan's behalf, because you're shitting on like Vince McMahon for having sexual allegations, and this guy has sexual allegations and you sign him. Not to mention he's 74 fucking years old and you sign him to a multi-year deal. To do what exactly?
Signing Ric Flair to AEW in a multi-year deal doesn't make any sense considering he's almost 75 years old and brings very little value to the product.
I was wrong.
It also
75.
doesn't help that he has a very shady past. 3. Tony Khan chastised Vince McMahon for being a sexual abuser, but then signs Ric Flair, who also has been outed as a sexual abuser, to AEW. This is selective morality. 4. Tony Khan banned Hulk Hogan.
By the way, I used to have a podcast, fun fact. I used to have a podcast called Selective Morality, where I would just do episodes where I just call out people having selective morality on certain, on like whatever the weekly topics were. I would just make it like talk about the current events of that week, but then point out the selective morality within all those topics. So, plus I just think selective morality is just a cool name. That's why I got that as my banner and all that stuff. So, there's your fun fact. Let me see. Allowing Sabu to AEW TV. He'll explain it.
From AEW due to his racist past, but then allows Sabu to be on AEW TV, even though he has said some very racist things. 5.
I don't remember what Sabu actually said that was racist, though. I'm sure he did say something that's racist. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, I should say, if he says that. I just don't remember off the top of my head what Sabu said. But I do know that people were like canceling Sabu. So, but I don't know what the reason was. Paul White on AEW TV. Paul White is like in his mid 50s, ain't he? Like, he was already like sluggish before he left to AEW, and then you make him wrestle like 4 years after the fact or 3 years after the fact.
Allowing Paul White to be a physical threat on AEW doesn't make sense
Look how
because
he's
the
walking.
man can barely move anymore. He looks like he's permanently doing the stanky leg. 6. Signing Jeff Hardy to AEW was not the greatest move.
He could barely walk. And you got him out there trying to intimidate somebody. Signing Jeff Hardy. Okay, a lot of fans wanted Jeff Hardy signed because they were mad that like WWE weren't highlighting him like that. And they put him in the 24/7 chase the title and stuff like that. And people were mad as hell about that. Then he signed to AEW, and then like he relapsed, and now he's older, slower, and he relapsed. And he did all this after signing with AEW. Although, no, well, it's rumored that he did relapse with WWE, and WWE wanted him to go to rehab, and he refused it. That's why they let him go. But Matt Hardy made Jeff Hardy take a test to prove his sobriety or whatever, and they said he was sober and clean. So I don't know. Point is, I know all the fucked up shit started happening with Jeff was after he signed with AEW. Whether you could argue with it before, but it was definitely after.
Move. He has proved to be more of a liability through his DUI arrest, and he doesn't move the needle like how he used to. 7. Over-relying on older stars is a common thing.
Yeah, these are all the people that are like constantly being shown on AEW TV on a weekly basis. From what I hear, I don't know if this is true. Like tonight's episode, I don't know if any of these people are on Dynamite. Okay. But yeah, Paul White in his 50s, Jericho is in his 50s, Sting is in his 60s, Edge is in his late 40s, Ric Flair is in his mid 70s, Jeff Jarrett, although he's probably the best example of old talent to bring back because the dude can still move. Jeff Jarrett is in the bottom. Oh, you can't see my cursor. Jeff Jarrett is second man on the bottom row on the left. The blonde hair guy on the so the bottom corner. I'm explaining this wrong. Not the bottom corner on the left, the guy next to him. So anyway, and then Billy Gunn looks like he's in great shape, but you know, his movement is very minimum. And then RVD just came back. I don't know how much they're using RVD. But
in AEW, as there's a constant presence and emphasis on stars that are over 50 years old. 8. Letting CM Punk go was a big mistake as ratings are now low and AEW is struggling to sell tickets.
Yeah, when he left, a lot of people left with CM Punk. The whole half the arena gone shit started when they let go of CM Punk. So just let that sink in.
9. AEW is very disorganized, as seen with them not having a ride ready for their biggest star CM Punk for All in London, forcing him to find his way to the stadium in a foreign country. 10.
I don't know if that was true or not. I guess it is. I don't know if that's true.
Tony Khan is afraid to hand his big stars losses, so he books his big stars conservatively, which is a problem. 11.
Okay, so Tony Khan does like, 4 or 5 pay-per-views a year? So he's trying to conserve. What do you mean by conservative booking is all his big stars, he's trying to save their big matches for pay-per-views only. But the problem is that you got a pay-per-view like once every 3 or 4 months. So like you're setting up all these feuds and they're just stretching out way too long. And instead of just giving us something in the middle, like a big match in the middle, is like you're holding off on that, giving us that match because you're trying to hold out for the big pay-per-views and stuff like that. And it negatively impacts stories and the booking. Like, so, yeah, that's what I mean by conservative booking.
Tony Khan's rants on Twitter are quite honestly embarrassing, and he seems more like a petulant child crying on the internet because he...
This week, 2 active decade-long rating streaks from 2 great legends were ended with all due respect. Until this week's head-to-head AEW on TBS versus WWE on USA, neither John Cena nor Undertaker had ever been on a WWE show with under 1 million total viewers and plus under the 400K in demo. This is when they did the Tuesday Night War thing, when it was NXT Tuesday night versus AEW on Tuesday night. And that was the week where they got smoked by WWE. And this was his comeback for that. Like, to try to dunk on them. Like, you're saying they was on a show with under 1 million total viewers and under the 400K demo, but they still beat your show. So what does that say about you? Like your show was also under 1 million total viewers and also under the 400K key demo, but they still beat you by like 300,000 viewers. So, like, this ain't the dunk you're looking for.
He doesn't get his way. 12. Fellow YouTuber and AEW fan Tranquilo Club revealed that Tony Khan reached out to him to get booking advice. This is the problem with Tony Khan. 13. Tony Khan's huge.
I don't know if I believe that. It could be possible, but I don't know if I believe that. He reached out to another YouTuber for wrestling booking advice. I don't know if I believe, especially when you got all them agents there working with you and stuff. I don't believe that. Oh, this one, Tony Khan's huge announcement. They're not huge at all. Like that Rachel May girl or whatever her name is, Maggie May, Michelle May, I don't know what her name is. That was probably a huge announcement from Tony Khan. I don't know who that is. Nobody does. Unless you watch fucking Shimmer. And who watches Shimmer?
Announcements are getting out of hand. Some of the stuff that he announces can just be tweeted out. 14. Tony Khan can't get a hold of his talent. This is seen with the many backstage fights in AEW. 15. Tony Khan is...
Okay, there's not that many backstage fights. Like he makes it seem like they fight on a weekly basis. Like there's probably like maybe like what, 1, 2, 3. About 3 or 4 fights total that happened in AEW, and this is over like a 4-year time span. So you're averaging like 1 big fight a year, if that. So I wouldn't say like it's, but yeah, he doesn't lay down a law like he should. I will say that.
Is too nice and wants to be one of the boys so bad. This results in people taking advantage of him. 16. AEW lied about the all-in Wembley attendance. They said that the attendance was over 80,000, while the English government said that the attendance was around 72,000.
Well, hold on. There's still confliction with this, like that number. So what he's saying there is true, but then there was also a thing that was estimated to be closer to Tony Khan's number. Regardless, Tony Khan didn't. The exact number that Tony Khan put out was inaccurate, but it's close. So he's off by a few thousand.
Very WWE move. 17. 3 shows is way too many shows. Everything.
I'm not going to knock Tony Khan for this because WWE has 3 shows on a week as well. Like, you can't knock him for having Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision when WWE has Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Now, I will say there is a difference between all 3 shows with WWE, whereas Rampage and Collision just feels the same. So Dynamite is the only one that seemed different. But then again, I haven't watched Collision since CM Punk left. Because last time I watched AEW, CM Punk was still there. So maybe Collision is different now. Maybe Collision's better. But I know Rampage is just like, it's basically like a glorified dark match. Like WWE has a show called Main Event that doesn't air on national TV. But it's basically like the show before the show. It's like dark matches. It's televised dark matches, basically. So when you go to a WWE event, like the show itself starts at 8, but they'll put on a couple of matches for you around 7 for that hour between 7 and 8, like 3 matches, just so you can be entertained, like you can have something to hold you over. And that's what Rampage feels like. But the problem is they do Rampage after the big show, not before.
Besides Dynamite,
so the empty crowd just looks more empty.
Besides Collision once in a while. 18. AEW's crowds are
speaking of empty crowds.
Show. 19. On top of the empty crowds, the crowds are much quieter in comparison to the AEW between 2019 and 2021. 20. AEW.
Well, because they're quieter, because there are less people. That's why. Touring in the same place. Yeah, they go to Chicago like fucking 80 times a year. It seems like sheesh.
Tours in the same places constantly, and it wears off the novelty of AEW in these cities. 21. AEW's ticket prices are quite high considering their product isn't that hot. They've reduced their prices, but it's still a problem.
Yeah, they do like a buy one get. I've heard that they're now doing buy one get 2 free instead of, it was buy one get 1 free. Now it's buy one, get 2 free. I heard they're doing that. I don't know if that one is true. I know the buy one, get 1 is free thing. That is true. I looked that one up myself. But because I didn't believe that the first time. But the buy one, get 2 free, I don't know if that one's true. My friend told me about that. I'm like, ain't no way. And then I looked it up, and sure enough, it was. Low ratings, I already talked about.
AEW ratings have been suffering in 2023, and it's just getting worse. 23. When AEW and NXT went head-to-head in October of 2023, NXT beat AEW in the ratings.
Yeah, I talked
Granted,
about
NXT
this.
had a very stacked card with top stars. It's still embarrassing for AEW.
Yeah.
24. AEW haven't hit 1 million viewers on Dynamite since February of 2023, and it
Damn.
doesn't look like that will change for a while. 25. Battle of the Belts episodes are a flop. Title changes rarely ever happen, and it tanks in the ratings. 26. AEW are moving to monthly pay-per-views, which isn't a bad thing, but $50 a month for a pay-per-view is outrageous, considering WWE does the same, but for
Oh, they are doing monthly pay-per-views. So now they're doing. This is like when WCW did it, right? WCW used to do like 3 or 4 pay-per-views a year, and then like WWE. Actually, both shows are doing like a few pay-per-views a year. Like that's when WWE used to do like in your house pay-per-views, but then they start making them monthly. And then WCW countered by making theirs monthly too. But at least back then, it was all the same price, right? So it was all the same price in the sense that if you're paying for a WWE pay-per-view, it was $60. You're paying for a WCW pay-per-view, it is $60. Both of them were $60. Now, with the WWE network in the UK and over for us is Peacock, we're paying about at the most $10 for a pay-per-view, right? Because you're paying for the whole network. Me, I think for my Peacock thing, I'm paying like $6 or something like that, because I like grandfathered in from the network, so I'm paying like $4 to $6 a month for all of this content that you see on screen. Whereas AEW, you're not getting all this exclusive content. You're just getting the pay-per-views, and you're paying $60 a month. So you're paying. So I'm actually paying it's 10 times less for me to watch all of this, including the monthly pay-per-views, than what I'm getting from AEW. And WWE still has the option. If you want to be one of them people like old school that want to pay for pay-per-views and stuff like that, there's still an option for you with WWE to do that. It's just that they don't highlight it as much because they're too busy trying to sell you on the Peacock. So
$10 a month. 27. AEW still don't have a streaming service like the WWE network, even though Tony Khan has promised it for years. 28.
That's true.
Storylines in AEW are lacking and not good enough. 29. Booking has no continuity. Stars get a push then disappear for weeks on end, thus diminishing their momentum.
Yup, that is true. That was one of my big issues of watching AEW. Like, when the Wardlow shit happened, there was no reason why Wardlow should not have been a champion after the CM Punk Young Buck confrontation or whatever. He should have been first in line to go after that belt and win. You're already pushing him. He's your biggest star. And you just gave him the TNT title and then kept him off TV for like 2-3 weeks and then brought him back for 1 week, kept him off for 2 more. It was insane. Why the fuck would anybody want to watch after that point? That's just one example. I'm sure they did it to Ricky Stark. Actually, I know they did it to Ricky Stark. They pushed him for like 3 weeks and then took him off TV for 2 months and then brought him back again. That start and stop push doesn't work.
30. Tony Khan booked Kenny Omega vs MJF on 3 days' notice on free TV in front of 3,500 fans and 470,000 viewers on TV. AEW could have made much more money from this match, but Tony Khan was booking just to pop a rating. 31.
I'm not mad at hot shotting. WCW did the same thing with Goldberg and Hulk Hogan back in the Georgia Dome back in, what was that, 98? So hot shotting has always been a thing. WWE hot shots from time to time as well. But the problem is you didn't even get the numbers you were looking for. like if you're gonna hot shot, you're gonna put on something that's amazing that's like, oh, I'm guaranteed to get this. And you put this on against basketball. Why?
1. The booking of the women's division has been a problem in AEW since day one, and it's basically the same to this day.
One of my biggest issues with AEW on the whole is the women's division. This is one of the biggest reasons as to why I don't watch AEW no more. Their women's division has always been terrible. Okay? Always been terrible. And they do nothing but just play either hot potato with the title, or like most of these women, I don't even know, this is an old ass photo because most of these women ain't even here no more. I'm seeing Awesome Kong. I'm seeing that ugly ass Lady Big Swole. They not even there no more. A lot of these women like either left the company or got fired or whatever. What's her name in the front right here? Brandy Rhodes. She's not there no more. She's not even wrestling anymore. But yeah, like the women's have just been terrible in AEW. Like they push only like, first of all, they push Britt Baker, the one on the bottom right, all the way on the bottom right. They push her to no end. Whether she's in a title picture or not, she gets the most screen time out of any woman there. And they barely, and like the fans don't like her. They're tired of seeing her. She's not a champion, but she gets the most TV time, like most screen time, most mic time, all this other stuff. Time that could be pushed for other women to elevate themselves, like to elevate themselves, but they all give it to her. And I'm like, damn, does she have something on Tony Khan that can like, that'd be like, oh, like this is blackmail. Like you like push me as a star or else I'll tell people this or whatever. Like she got something over his head. Cause I'm like, why do you give her so much power? Right? It's not even just with the mic. She can stop other girls' pushes. If Britt Baker, she did that with Thunder Rosa, allegedly. With Thunder Rosa, she put on, oh, what was it? Her and Thunder Rosa have issues, right? And it's behind the scenes stuff. But because she don't like Thunder Rosa, she went to Tony Khan and that stopped Thunder Rosa's push. That's what perceived by the fans anyway. We don't know the full story from either person other than the fact that they don't like each other. And there's a lot of women in this division that don't like each other, but then get on social media, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff, and tell people that, no, it's all sunshine and rainbows. We all get along here. I remember I missed a wrestling boot, and one of the girls let me use their wrestling boot. We're all helpful here. And like the ones that were saying that were women that weren't even signed to the company. These are fucking jobbers that was like a one-time appearance. So it's just weird. I guess they were trying to like land a job or whatever, but it's like, yeah, and a lot of the women don't even suck. Like in ring wise, I mean, well, most of them do, but there are some really, really good ones, and they don't be highlighted. Or it's the cycle out shit, like I said with Wardlow in the previous example. It's fucking awful, but they get so much screen time. So either scale it back or do something with it. This 1 foot in, 1 foot out stuff is crazy.
Day 32. The women of AEW don't have enough TV time to tell stories or cut promos.
They have more than enough time. They just don't do anything with them because it's always the same women that's taking up the screen time, which is mostly Britt Baker. It's not only her. It's Britt Baker. It's Saraya. It's Toni Storm. It's who else was there when I was last watching that was taking up all the TV time? Honestly, I think that was it. Just those three. They take up so much screen time to do nothing.
And this affects the division negatively. 33. The women's division has so much drama backstage. There's so much bullying and politics.
Oh, this is what I was talking about.
To the division. 34. Tony Khan is afraid to lean into real life. Vince McMahon would have taken full advantage of the all.
Oh, so afraid to lean in real life. This is CM Punk, like he used CM Punk and Jungle Boy as an example. But like back in the day, I'll give an example. Back in the day, Edge, I'll start way back. So Matt Hardy was dating Lita, right? Wrestling fans, you already know where I'm going with this. Matt Hardy was dating Lita, and Edge was like his real close friend on the road. Matt Hardy gets hurt, so Lita is on the road by herself. And Edge is like, no, she ain't got to ride alone. She can ride with me. Like, we boys. I take care of her, right? Long story short, Lita cheats on Matt Hardy with Edge, right? He finds out. It blows over to the locker room. They separate the two. Vince McMahon knows this is going around like the news cycle and stuff like that. He turns it into a real life storyline on TV for us to watch. By this point, they already like buried the hatchet, but still, it was unknown to us that they buried the hatchet. They still did the matches and stuff like that. And then after their feud ended, Matt Hardy went to SmackDown. Edge and Lita stayed on Raw. The rest is history for both parties, or for all parties. But that's still them leaning into real life, right? Tony Khan is afraid to lean into real life. That's what they're saying with this. So he's afraid to have them do like real life heat in the middle of the ring and do a match out of it and get a match out of it.
Fight with Jack Perry and CM Punk, and would have probably played the footage of the fight on TV and turned it into a storyline. But instead, Tony Khan just fired his biggest star, CM Punk. 35. There's too much of a presence of Ring of Honor on AEW TV, considering that a large majority.
So Tony Khan bought ROH, right? And he's trying to get ROH to be on his own, like his own show on a different network or whatever, or at least on like TNT, TBS, and TNT, like Warner Brothers division said, no. We already gave you 3 shows. Well, technically, even before Collision, he was trying to get ROH. It was like, no, nobody watches ROH. We're not giving you that. We'll give you a 3rd show for AEW, but we're not giving you ROH. They really don't want ROH on their TV. And nobody else wants ROH either. But he bought it, so he got to use it somehow. And so what he does is he'll try to have like ROH fuse with AEW, where the matches, they'll have matches and stuff, and then they'll come on, they'll have matches elsewhere, probably on YouTube or whatever, and then their big payoff will happen on AEW. And it happens a lot, and fans don't like that because these are they're supposed to be like 2 separate worlds. They're not supposed to touch each other, and they're constantly being touched, and people don't like it. Especially when, again, it's taking time away to tell stories of other feuds and characters going on.
Majority of the AEW
The
fan
other
base
previous
doesn't watch
reasons.
ROH. 36. The whole interim champion thing is a mess.
Oh, I hate interim booking so much because of AEW. Interim booking is when a wrestler gets hurt and now the title is vacant. There's no champion, right? So, they do a tournament to crown a new champion, but that new champion is just the interim champion. They're the replacement champion until the actual champion, the original champion, come back from being hurt. And then the hurt champion, when he comes back, faces off against the interim champion, and then the winner is the real champion at that point. It's so convoluted for no reason. You know what AEW, you know what WWE and other promotions do? If their champion goes down, they hold a new tournament for the champion, for the next champion. That champion wins, they continue everything else on right as rain, right? You're not interim champion, you're the actual champion. Now, if the injured champion comes back, they can get in the title mix, and you can, like, they can fight for the belt that they technically never lost, and that's cool. But you're not going to be like, oh, there's 2 champions, and there can only be one that's superior. Like, that's so fucking stupid.
37. The booking of the TNT title has been a mess. Before Christian Cage got the title had diminished in significance. 38. Getting rid of the ranking system was a mistake because it
No, getting rid of this ranking system was one of the good things. I will actually take this off. I actually disagree with this. Getting rid of that ranking system was a good move for AEW because it allowed them to actually book feuds the right way. Like, you had people who are like number 2 on the in the champion thing, but weren't going for title shots. They were in nothing feuds despite being number 2 on the thing, because number 1 is the champion or whatever, right? Or they'll be like, or I'm sorry, let me use number 1 instead of number 2. I can use number 2 as well, but I'm gonna use number 1. So like Wardlow here on the men's side, he's number 1 contender for CM Punk's world title. So he should be going after Punk, right? Because he's number 1. No, they got him fighting fucking security guards and going after the TNT title and all this other stuff. It made no sense. If you're the number 1 contender for the world title, you should be going for the world title. Or at least separate it. Don't just put like, here's the men's champion, here's the women's champion, and then you're just a number 1 contender. I can go after either title. I can go after both. Like, how does this work? It was a mess. So it's a good thing that they got rid of it.
Progressed storylines and made booking sense. 39. Tony Khan could benefit from having a creative team or someone qualified to help him with creative in order.
He has a creative team. He just doesn't listen to them. He has a bunch of creative. He had like Arn Anderson working with him. He had Jake the Snake Roberts. He had Dean Malenko. He has all these people who can help him creatively. He has oh my goodness, who's the guy? Oh my goodness, I can't remember. He's a writer for him now, but like he should be like top of the creative right now because he comes up with really good stuff. I can't remember his name. Oh my goodness, he used to be a former wrestler too. But that guy should be a good creative, but Tony Khan don't want to use him.
Wanted to add good storylines to matches. 40. AEW doesn't hold production meetings in fear of things leaking before the show.
This actually just came out recently, like last week.
TV show. And that's why there's so many production issues with AEW on TV when watching live. 41. Wrestling is supposed to be a circus. There's not enough freaks and too many guys in top positions of AEW that look like regular people.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm 6'1", a little over 300 pounds. I am out of shape. I should not look like I can kick your ass. I look like I can fuck up a lot of these wrestlers based on how they look. I should not look like that. Like that should not be a thing. Like I look at Drew McIntyre or Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar or Bobby Lashley, and I'm like, these guys could kick my ass. They look like they could kick my ass. Whether or not they actually can is different, right? But they look like they can kick my ass. I look like I can kick Adam Cole's ass. That's a problem.
People. 42. There's too many dream matches in AEW and not enough story-driven matches.
Too many dream matches. It's Tony Khan's dream matches. I don't know who is clamoring. Who are these wrestling purists that were creaming in their pants at the idea of Kenny Omega versus El Hijo del Vikingo? Who the fuck are you people that was out here that wanted to see that shit? Where are you? Show yourself.
43. There's a massive focus on putting on good wrestling matches, which is fair, but it's not the key to growing an audience. 44. There's a lot of fast food wrestling in AEW, filled with insane spots designed to give the viewers a dopamine rush, but is ultimately forgettable. Filet mignon wrestling is what is needed.
Filet mignon wrestling. I mean, he's not wrong there. These dude be doing all these crazy flips, breaking their legs and arms and all that type of stuff for moves that we forget about in a week. And the ones that we do remember is because you broke your arm and your leg. Everything else doesn't mean anything. And it's so sad to the point now where it's like, in order to be considered a good wrestler or somebody that can wrestle, you have to be able to do flips, dives, planchas, topes, suicide, all that type of shit, right? It's ridiculous.
45. There's no performance center in AEW, and fans can tell.
Oh!
There's way too many botches in AEW. 46. The over-reliance on hardcore gimmick matches is a massive problem in AEW, and quite frankly, there's just too much blood. 47. Jon Moxley bleeds way too much.
He really does bleed way too much. He had that Ric Flair syndrome where he's just like, he can sneeze and start just gushing from the head. That's not real. I'm just saying, like...
Almost every single match he wrestles in, he bleeds.
For
This
no
wears off
reason.
the novelty and shock factor of blood.
He bleeds for no reason.
48. AEW matches are too unsafe. You have wrestlers flip-flop flying and almost dying just to get a pop from the fans, which is unsustainable in the long run. 49. Due to this dangerous way of wrestling, there have been way too many injuries in AEW.
Oh, that's the broken arm thing I said. But they didn't show the footage. His arm is bent the other way, but they don't show it here. Thank goodness.
Which hurts the product. 50. The concussion protocol is seriously lacking. You know it's bad when one of your top stars, Jon Moxley, is calling out the concussion protocol in AEW. 51. Bryan Danielson is a major asset in AEW, but he's fragile due to his injury-laden past. AEW have allowed him to do whatever he wants, and that's...
Yeah, they let him wrestle however he wants now. Because it's like, WWE would never let him wrestle the way he wants to because of like the whole history of concussions and stuff like that. So they always let him wrestle with like within certain parameters, and he can never leave those parameters in WWE. And now there are no parameters in AEW, and he had a broken orbital socket. He has a broken, like you're looking at his arm right here. His arm was like broken right here, snapped. Now these are freak accidents, like all injuries. Like shit happens, right? But it's just like you already you know, are injury prone, and WWE is trying to protect you with there where you're not protected here. So now you just look like you're always getting hurt.
That's why he's had so many injuries in AEW. 52. AEW allowed Bryan Danielson to wrestle even though he had 2 fractured orbital bones, which is unacceptable. 53. Darby Allin takes insane.
Yeah. That's the thing too. They let you keep wrestling despite you being hurt, and they keep talking about we got our medical team right there. The medical team don't do shit but just stand there and like lean over you. That's all they do. They don't really do shit. These guys, like I said, he had 2 broken orbital bones. I didn't even know about this because, like, again, I don't watch AEW, or anymore. But he had 2 broken orbital bones, and they still let him wrestle. The only one that comes to memory with me was the Matt Hardy thing, where he got thrown off the thing, and the back of his head smacked the concrete on the ground. It was like a fucking 15-foot drop, 15-foot drop, and he hit the back of his head. He was clearly concussed, and they like waved off to awesome. Tony Khan said, our medical crew said he good. He's wobbling all over the place, but you're talking about he's good? And then he had to climb a scaffold and then do a jump off of that. Like, it's crazy, yo.
Bumps, which is awesome and all, but this sort of recklessness is what could land him in a wheelchair by the time he's 50.
To be fair, I'm holding AEW half the blame for the Darby Allin stuff. Darby Allin, like, he just wants to live life to the fullest. Like, he's one of them people where it's like, he's an adrenaline junkie. Like, he believes that you only got one life to live, so he's going to make the most out of it. Like, this dude wants to climb Mount Everest next year. So, while half of the blame has to go to WWE because, like, yo, this is your fucking talent. You got to protect your talent. But at the same time, it's like Darby, like, he really wants to do this stuff. So, and he's not afraid to, like he's saying, he's going to end up in a wheelchair one day. He doesn't care. That's the thing. Like, if he dies or he's crippled or whatever, he's like, yo, at least I went out my way. At least if I did this, I'm doing what I love. So that's how Darby Allin moves or whatever. So I respect it.
AEW needs to protect wrestlers from themselves. 54. Even though Darby Allin is injured, he's still allowed to do death-defying stunts elsewhere. And this could seriously hurt him, which could be bad for AEW. 50.
Well, he broke his arm there. They didn't show it, but he broke his arm there. So, yeah.
5. AEW even allowed Darby Allin to get a face tattoo. While this is sick on the surface, it ruins all chances for him to become a megastar in AEW.
Why? Okay, I don't agree with that one at all. Like, if he gonna be a megastar in AEW, that's a Tony Khan thing. If Tony Khan wants to push him to the moon, Tony Khan will push him to the moon. There's nothing. The tattoo won't stop that. Cody Rhodes got a fucking a horrible tattoo on his neck, and he's like the number 2 guy in WWE. That don't really mean anything anymore. It used to mean something like a decade or 2 ago. Not anymore.
You can't have someone be the biggest star and marketer of your product with a face tattoo.
And he's a pro wrestler.
Allow this. 56. MJF used to wrestle once or twice a month, but nowadays in AEW, he wrestles 4 to 5 times a month. This overexposes him and wears the special aura of MJF away. 57. Allowing MJF to hype up his contract ending and him potentially going to WWE is a bad look.
Yeah, that's a horrible look. It makes your company look second rate. It really does. Like, it's funny at first, the bidding war 2024, but it really does make your company look lesser than if he's talking about, like, oh, if you don't treat me right, I'll go to the other company where they'll treat me better. Like, I would put you on ice if you did that. If I'm Tony Khan, I'm either firing you or I'm putting you on ice and just letting your contract die out. Don't disrespect my company.
It makes AEW look like the little leagues. 58. It's not only MJF who buries AEW publicly, but other wrestlers do this too, and it just makes AEW look really bad. 59. Letting Cody Rhodes go was a big mistake as it left a massive hole in AEW.
Yeah, they never bounced back from losing Cody. He was the executive vice president. They had like a bunch of wrestlers that are executive vice presidents, and he was one of them. You gave this guy everything. You gave him a really cushy job. You gave him a lot of money. He could have easily abused his power, became champion on his own terms and all this other stuff, and he left you to go be an employee somewhere else. You know how badly your company has to be ran for somebody to do that shit? And then when he left, it heavily crippled your company.
When Cody Rhodes left, it was the beginning of the end for AEW. 60. Letting Jade Cargill go was a big mistake, seeing how she...
Oh, They ain't even have Jade Cargill wrestle yet. They just had her do like limited appearances on like 3 or 4 shows, and they did more in those 3 or 4 shows WWE did than Tony Khan did in 2 years. Granted, she was undefeated in AEW, but she was also like she also had like 52 matches in 2 years. And while this the Roman Reigns thing, because I say work smarter, not harder, and I would apply that to her because it's obviously benefiting her. That's how she got into WWE and all that stuff. But again, at the same time, she's really green. So hopefully, that can get worked out in WWE though. But still,
she's being treated
shouldn't
like
have let her go
in WWE. Tony Khan should have thrown whatever amount of money she wanted so that she could stay. 60.
Yeah, whatever money she wanted, whatever she wanted. If she wanted more TV exposure, if she wanted more endorsements and all that, you get her whatever the hell she needs. You don't let somebody like that go.
1. Not signing Dragon Lee was unfortunate, but it highlights the problem of AEW giving one-off appearances to talent just to put them on WWE's radar so that they can sign them. The same thing happened with Cora Jade.
To be fair, they did the same thing with the Dragon Lee thing. That was a Conan thing, allegedly. He didn't know that Dragon Lee had just signed with WWE and that was going to be his last match and stuff. Because otherwise, Tony Khan wouldn't have did that. He wouldn't have let Dragon Lee wrestle. So I don't know if I want to blame Tony Khan for that. They should have signed him. I don't know. Maybe there were talks that they wanted to sign him, but he secretly already signed with WWE and didn't tell Tony Khan. That's possible. But I don't know if I would, put that on Tony Khan just because I don't know. Same thing with Cora Jade. I don't know anything about that either.
Jade.
I didn't even know she was on AEW, by the way.
62. It's been reported that the AEW Fight Forever video game took about $40 million to develop. Everyone played the game for a few.
I'm going to get this game over the weekend. Maybe I'll play it for you guys. And we'll see if it's good or not. But, well, I'll see if it's good or not. Again, I don't know if I'm playing for you guys, but I'm going to get this game over the weekend. It's called AEW Fight Forever. But yeah, people are so excited for this game. AEW put $10 million at a low. I heard $10 million at a low and $100 million at the top. This is not $100 million. Whoever told that is a lie. I believe that they put somewhere between the $10, $20 million mark to make this game. But the point is, he put that much money down for this game, and then the game was a graphical mess, like bugs and glitches and stuff like that. There wasn't much content in the game. There was more content in the game that inspired it, which is No Mercy. There's more content in that than this game. And people were done with it in like a month. So they hyped up this game for years just for everybody to be done with the game in a month. And to put that into comparison, like, they're still like WWE 2K23 is still going strong because of the creator showcase, like the GM mode and stuff like that. There's ways they can extend that game out. There's no way they can extend this. So, but yeah.
Few weeks and then dropped it because of its issues. It's now on sale for almost half the price it was at the launch date. It looks like the game is a flop and is not profitable. 63. The whole WWE diehards vs AEW diehards thing is kind of cringe on both sides, but the problem with AEW diehards is that the second you criticize the product, it's like you've attacked them personally.
Yes. Now remember I said the women's division was one of the biggest reasons why I don't watch AEW? AEW fans are the biggest reason, hands down. Number one, the biggest reason why I don't watch AEW no more. And I remember, this is nothing new, by the way. TNA fans were the exact same way. I don't know if people remember this. Any wrestling fans remember this. TNA fans were the exact same way back in like the mid 2000s, early 2010s and stuff like that. They were the exact same way where it's like anytime you criticize TNA or a TNA talent, they took it as a personal attack to them, right? Or you could point out the fuckery and they would act like there is no fuckery to be had, nothing to see here, everything is great, everything is sunshine and rainbows, you don't know what you're talking about, right? The AEW fans are just TNA fans grown up. That's basically what it is. So there's always gonna be toxic fandom, just in general, from both sides. I'm not gonna lie, I don't feed into it. I fuel it. I add my fuel to the fire. I watch all pro wrestling. I watch WWE. I watch TNA. I'm starting to watch. I'm getting back into TNA. Funnily enough, I watch MLW. I'm trying to get into Ohio Valley Wrestling because I seen the Al Snow documentary on Netflix. But yeah, it's just AEW I just don't fuck with right now. And but yeah, it's like they take it as a personal attack. And they love to celebrate their wins, but when they down, they like to act like nothing happened. So it's weird.
I know.
Also, another toxic fan base too within WWE was the NXT UK crowd. I never watched NXT UK for the same reason.
No, because I used to be like this until I snapped out of it. 64. The New Japan Pro Wrestling and AEW working relationship is one-sided. New Japan gets most of the benefits of their working relationship. 65.
As they should.
Ring of Honor belts, 19 different wrestlers could have a belt on them at any given time. And
the too many belts thing, they say that in WWE. I don't think it's too many belts in WWE. I mean, if you count like NXT and NXT UK, then sure. But like just the main roster is Raw and SmackDown. You got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 belts. Because they got rid of the 24/7 title. So, because you got a main champion, a secondary champion, a tag team champion, and a women's champion, and a women's tag team. Like, that's it. Women's tag team for both things, just like the tag team for both things. And then the rest is just women's champion, secondary champion, and main champion. Whereas whereas like AEW, they got women's, world, and then they got a TNT and a TBS champion. Then they got a tag team belt. Then they got a trios belt. So they got like two different tag team divisions there. And then they got the All Atlantic Championship, which I guess is their like secondary belt for the men. And then the FTW title, which is a joke title, but they still treat it like a real title now. So I don't get it.
AEW, and that's not even considering all the New Japan belts and the indie belts that rest.
Yeah, and yeah, they also bring over New Japan belts from other promotions. They also bring over the ROH belts, like, and they bring those on TV with them and stuff like that.
Are allowed to have on TV. 66. The tag team division used to be stacked, but now there's just a mid tag team division and a mid trios division. 67. This has been a problem since the early days of AEW and persists to this.
Yeah, there's always been way too many tag team matches in AEW and way too many factions. Almost everybody clicked up in AEW to some degree. This was great for Lucha Underground because factions, it all made sense because there was a big like Aztec War and all this other stuff. So it's like many factions. It made sense in that promotion. It doesn't make sense in AEW. And they can make it make sense, but they just are too lazy.
This day, there's just too many factions in AEW. 68. AEW's booking of Wardlow has been questionable.
I already talked about this.
Least. He could have been a big star, but his momentum has been thwarted way too many times. 69. Keith Lee used to be a big star in WWE, but now he's just another guy in AEW.
Oh, that's an understatement. He used to be a big star in WWE, came over to AEW. When he came to AEW, he was older, he was fatter, he was slower. The Limitless one has nothing but limits now. He's limit full. he got nothing but limits now, where he used to be limitless. So he's a joker where he once was.
70. Miro could have been a big star in AEW, especially with his Redeemer gimmick, but all the momentum with him has been lost due to poor booking.
Yep.
71. Malachi Black could have also been a big star fighting for the TNT title and the world title, but he's been stuck in trios action for a while.
Yeah, they keep him in the trios division. He really needs to get out that division. But then again, he don't even want to be in AEW, but he signed that multi-year deal, so he gonna be with AEW until like the end of the 2020s. I don't think his contract ends until like what, 2027 or 2028? So he's kind of fucked. He just got to make the best of a bad situation.
This is a problem. 72. Buddy Matthews is a killer, but he hasn't reached his potential in AEW due to him being stuck in House of Black.
Yup.
He was better in WWE.
Yes. And that's the problem too. A lot of people who are former WWE talent that goes over to AEW, most of the time their booking was way better in WWE than in AEW. Like Miro's first year in WWE alone is better than most of his run and when he was Rusev in WWE. Most of that was better than his current run as Miro in AEW. Like, it's crazy. He came out in a fucking tank in the middle of WrestleMania at the leader of the Russian Confederate, the super athlete. He was undefeated in singles competition leading up to that WrestleMania and all that stuff for over a year. He's never been pushed like that on AEW. Like, he was so dominant that fucking John Cena of all people had to stop him. Like Super Cena. They had to stick Super Cena on Rusev to stop him. That's how powerful he was. And a month before that, he submitted John Cena. He beat John Cena by submission. Like, rarely do people have a submission win over John Cena. That's how much faith they have in this guy. He could have been a world champion, but WWE did fumble him, to be fair. And then he came over to AEW, and then fumbled even harder. And yes, Athena should be highlighted on Dynamite more. She should be on the flagship show. They got her in ROH. Also, Mercedes Martinez also need to be on Dynamite and not ROH.
73. Athena is doing some of the best work of her career in Ring of Honor, but she should be on the biggest stage of Dynamite to showcase her talents. 74. Andrade has been mishandled in AEW. He could have been
This guy could have been a world champion, and now he's in AEW, and they're not doing much with him, from what I've heard.
One of the biggest Latino stars in wrestling, but poor booking has prevented this. 75. Action Andretti scored a big singles win over Chris Jericho, but AEW haven't followed up on him, and now he's just another guy.
Yeah, you got a pinfall victory over Chris Jericho. They did nothing with him.
76. Only bringing out Abaddon to wrestle on Dynamite once per year around Halloween is ridiculous. Either fire her or feature her more.
Well, first of all, she go by they, them, but fuck all that. So, yeah, I get it. She got like the dead girl gimmick, and it can be scary to viewers watching or whatever, but that's the whole point. Like, stop bringing her on once a year and have her wrestle even more. Like, from what I hear, she's actually a good talent. They just don't highlight her. She used to be like fat, and she lost a lot of weight, and like she got in really good shape, and like her wrestling got better, her stamina got better. Highlight her.
77. Besides MJF, the rest of the four pillars are playing mainly side piece roles.
Yup.
It seems like the four pillars are there to hold up all the talent. 78. Watching anything to do with Matt Hardy is quite honestly painful. Get him off our TV screens. 79. Jeff Jarrett should not be featured on AEW as much as he is. He's a relic of the past that should stay in the past.
Well, he's giving some of the best matches of his career right now, though. Well, at least when I was watching, I love Jeff Jarrett matches. This is the most I was ever invested in Jeff Jarrett in all my years of watching wrestling. But I will say he's much, much, much better suited backstage as a creative. He's so much better at that. But fuck it, he can wrestle, so let him. He's in great shape in his mid-50s, better than most of the other talent.
80. Katsuyori Shibata almost died in the ring a few years ago. There's a reason why New Japan don't allow him to wrestle for them. Something catastrophic could happen to him at any time, but AEW allows him to do whatever he wants. 81. Tony Khan is too afraid to fire wrestlers as he lets their contracts run out. He should be more ruthless.
Yeah, I think in the 4 years that AEW's been around, they only fired 1, 2, 3, probably like 4 people ever. Tony Khan's actually outright fired. Everybody else, it's just their contract ended and he didn't renew. But yeah, 4 people he fired, 3 of them were because of that whole Me Too and wrestling thing that happened. It was what was it? Time's Up. They called it Time's Up in wrestling. It was like the Me Too version of wrestling. So all the wrestlers that was like sexually assaulting female wrestlers or female fans or whatever. They were highlighted, and then promotions got them kicked out. I think the most egregious ones was David Starr and Joey Ryan, which were the main dudes that were always like, yeah, women's rights, and we protect women, and we love women, and rah, rah, rah. And they were the main ones out here like Me Too and chicks. So, yeah, they had to go. But yeah, and then the other one was, what's that girl name? Eva Lise. Because she had a match with Thunder Rosa. Her and Thunder Rosa weren't getting along, so she decided to not sell for Thunder Rosa in the match, and just completely made the match look terrible on purpose just to stick it to her. But Thunder Rosa got the last laugh because you got fired.
In these matters. 82. Instead of firing their biggest star and draw CM Punk, AEW should have instead fired Jack Perry for the All-In London Brawl. AEW is a business at the end of the day, and Jack Perry doesn't draw like Punk. 83.
True.
AEW let Stu Grayson go, just to rehire him a few months later,
and then not
let
use
him
him.
sit at home and suck money from AEW.
Yeah, it's so weird. That was so weird. They actually did fire him. He was. It's funny because he said they're afraid to fire people. Actually, no, they didn't fire him. I take that back. They didn't fire him. His contract ran out, and then they decided to not renew him. Right, and then people were mad about that. They're like, "Yo, why'd you let him go? Bring him back. We want to see Stu Grayson. Bring Stu Grayson back. We want Stu." Right? AEW. Tony Khan listened to his fans, brought Stu Grayson back. Hasn't been seen on TV since at the time where I was watching. Apparently still not on TV, according to this. This was like 2 weeks ago, I think, when they made this. But yeah, so now he's at home just collecting the check.
This is the problem. 84. Wrestlers are allowed to take too much time off from AEW, and this ultimately hurts the product. 85.
True.
Referees in AEW are almost non-existent.
Oh, reason number 3 as to why I don't like AEW. They're referees. They're especially the bald-headed guy. Was it the one? No, the one in the behind him. The bald-headed guy behind the other bald-headed guy. On the right. Oh, the most incompetent referee I've ever seen. He's worse than Nick Patrick in WCW. Far worse than Nick Patrick in WCW. Oh, it's so bad.
They are meant to enforce the rules, but they just let the wrestlers do whatever they want almost all the time.
Actually, I take that back. It's not the referee in the back. It's the now that I see a facial expression, it's the bald ref in the front on the right, not the one in the back. But it might be the one in the back too. They're all incompetent in their own way.
86. Aubrey Edwards clearly has main character syndrome.
Oh yeah, this the female ref, Girl Hebner as she calls herself. Yeah, she always tries to get in the camera shot when something's going on, and she tries to make it about herself. Referees in pro wrestling, or any sport for that matter, should be seen and not heard, and they should only be seen when they're needed to be seen. When, like in the NFL, they're always on the sideline just watching, waiting for a flag on the play. When they throw a flag up, they'll come out, say what the flag is. That's what they're needed for, right? If there's a challenge, they go out and review the tape, and then they have to make a judgment call. That's what the referees are for. In pro wrestling, they're there to count the 1, 2, 3. They're there to get the submission. They're there to make sure the wrestler is not severely hurt. And that's about it. Other than that, just stay the fuck out the way when they do their moves. Don't fucking sit there and oversell all crazy when you see a move being done to another wrestler. It's not about you. Okay? You might have to take an occasional ref bump where like they might go for a super kick and you're behind the guy and they hit you instead, or you get sandwiched in the corner or something like that. But that's when the spot calls for it. It's still not about you. It's just, oh, the ref is down. It's anything goes until the ref gets back up. Like that's basically it's still not about you until you're needed for the pinfall. But yeah, it's just so weird. She always makes it about her. Look at her expressions right here.
She wants to be the center of attention so bad and get herself over, which is
Look at
not
this
what
shit.
a referee is supposed to do.
Who does
87.
this?
The anti-Semitic storyline involving Juice Robinson and MJF was tasteless, considering 1,400 Jews were murdered by Hamas.
Okay, I'm not following none of the Israel shit, right? And that I'm actively not following none of that. I don't know who's winning. I don't know who's losing. I don't know why this war is going on. I don't care. Okay. Having said that, I don't understand why this was a distasteful angle. I really don't. Is there something between Jewish people and quarters that I'm just not getting? Like, I don't understand why this is offensive. But a lot of people are offended by it, and if to me it feels like fake outrage because nobody else don't seem to know why it's offensive either. They're just it seems like they're just offended just to say they're offended. Like, I've seen even listeners like Eric Bischoff or like others talk about this. It's awesome. Oh man, that's so tasteless that's going on right now despite the circumstance and all. I'm like, what is offensive here? That he wrote the dude, like, his name is Maxwell Jacob Friedman. MJF. He spelled out Friedman on a roll of quarters. I don't understand what's offensive about this. Is it something to do with like Jews and quarters? Like, again, I don't know.
Prior to that segment. 88. The bad acting in segments is just cringe at times. The whole
that's just pro wrestling. You can't count AEW for that. That's just pro wrestling in general.
segment with Nick Wayne's mom was not good. 89. Two black men breaking into a white man's...
Again, this is pro wrestling in general. Who cares? Triple H broke into Randy Orton's home and all that stuff. Like, you didn't do that with him. Like, come on.
House in Virginia, and cutting a promo on a baby that's unattended is so unrealistic that it's quite honestly ridiculous. 90. The Acclaimed are cool, but celebrating the 69th day of a title run is just plain silly. It feels kinda like a bad middle school joke at this point. Why would this incentivize viewers to tune in? 91. Even though their promo went off script and they began shooting, Edge calling Ricky Starks a vanilla midget version of The Rock is just too far.
How is that too far and the over the edge thing wasn't? He is a vanilla midget. Like that's what, okay, let me get the wrestling term. When the term vanilla midget, I don't even know if I can even say the word midget. Can I say the word midget? I already said the word midget. Sorry. The term vanilla midget comes from, Kevin Nash was the one that coined the phrase. It basically means that the wrestler is too boring and too short. So you're a short, boring wrestler. So he's calling you a short, boring version of The Rock. How is that going too far? He is a short, boring version of The Rock. The Over the Edge thing, which offended Edge, that was the pay-per-view Owen Hart lost his life. So you weren't just coming at the Edge with that. You're also kind of making light of Owen Hart's tragedy. That's how Edge took it. I'm not saying that's what that was Ricky Stark's intent, but that's how Edge took it. So, but this dude talking is just blaming Edge and not Ricky. It's weird.
Comments like that can bury a young talent. 92.
Well, maybe he should stop being a boring, short Rock then, if it can bury the talent. Hell, WWE got their own boring Rock. He's not short though, but they already got they boring version of the Rock with LA Knight. So
Powerhouse Hobbs' TNT title reign was largely forgettable due to bad booking, but
Yep.
AEW should have went all in on him because he could be a huge star for the future.
He could be.
93.
He could be, but I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not trying to be that guy. I really don't like when people bring up the race elements and all that stuff. They're not gonna push him because they're not gonna push him far because he's black. I'm just gonna say it. Like 4 years, there hasn't been a single black, or hell, there hasn't been a non-white world champion in AEW, like AEW champion. Okay, in 4 years. We had Jericho. There are dudes that had the belt more than once. Moxley, Adam Page, and then there's other people like Jericho, Omega. These are the CM Punk. MJF's the current champion. These are all white guys. I don't care that they're champion, but I'm just saying, like, in 4 years, and y'all supposed to be the diverse company, y'all supposed to be the progressive company, and y'all haven't pushed any, like, black world champions, for example. TNT champion? Sure. We got the dude they just said, Powerhouse Hobbs. We got Scorpio Sky and Sammy Guevara, who's Mexican, right? But no world champion. And yeah, so it's just weird when they do that. But they weren't going to push him that hard anyway, because Scorpio Sky didn't get a big push when he was TNT champion, and he was a 2-time TNT champion, and didn't get a big push either time. Powerhouse Hobbs had like 2 weeks with the belt. So, yeah, they're not going to push him.
Excalibur speeding through announcements on commentary to the point that he's out of breath was amusing at first, but it just gets a bit ridiculous after a while. Give the man more time. 94. AEW has been in negotiation with Warner Brothers for a couple of months now for a new TV deal, but negotiations have been stalling due to AEW's recent slump. 95. AEW is not concerned with growing their audience.
Yeah, AEW might be getting off of the TNT TBS network, which is crazy that you named your belts the TNT and TBS championships. If you got to go to a new company, they now got to be named after another channel. That's ridiculous. Stop naming them after networks.
They're more concerned with pleasing their hardcore fan base. 96. AEW have lost the revolutionary feel that they had in the early days of AEW, and it just feels like another wrestling show. 97. AEW are having an identity crisis. They used to be like NXT on steroids, but now they are a mix of late-stage WCW and 2010's TNA. 98. AEW is not the alternative anymore. They are conforming to the WWE way of doing things, and this is hurting them.
They're still the alternative. I disagree with this. They're still the alternative. They're just not a good alternative. Because if they're not the alternative anymore, who is? Like, they're still the alternative. It's just that nobody wants to watch the alternative. So.
99. AEW is just not the same product that we all fell in love with. I'll leave it at that.
I never fell in love with this product. It seemed like he ran out of shit at the end. Like, the last 3 or 4 all felt the same. I was never in love with this product, but I always gave it a chance. I always wished it the best. I still wish it the best. I want it to be better. I want to start watching it again, but I'm not going to watch it when it's dog shit and hope for I don't want to be one of those wrestling fans I used to complain about, right? That would constantly watch the show knowing how terrible it is, but refusing to not give up on it. Cause like just one day, any day now, it'll do that turnaround. It's coming. And it will come, but you just don't know when. It could take years for that turnaround to happen. I'm not waiting years for them to do the turnaround. I'll just stay away, and when they do the turnaround, I'll watch again. That's it. But yeah, this went way longer than I wanted it to go, but I don't care. I'm happy with it. All right, next up is WrestleQuest. Ooh, yeah. Hold on, let me pull this up. Damn, it's already midnight. So yeah, we definitely going to do like an hour. We're going to do like an hour's worth and then call it a night. I'm glad y'all still here with me. Even y'all are lurking, rocking and rolling and raving. Thank you very much. Again, hit the socials. These are all my, where you can find me and all that good stuff. Much appreciated. You want to show some love, donate. I appreciate that. You want a sub? I appreciate that as well. Let's go. Ooh, yeah. All right, now we got to do this. This is where we left off last night. Sorry, guys. Lamrock said you might be coming back. This is where your insurrection ends. Oh, we just going to fight straight like that? Oh, I messed it up. We're already off to a bad start. Oh, skip the line, yes. Damn. That's what I'm talking about. And a level up. The descendants have returned your municipalities. I don't know how to say that. What do they want now? Who cares? Nothing can get through our wall. Quick, Barbet, use your scissors. What makes you think I have scissors? Hold on. Oh, it's over there. I'll get it in a second. You are a teacher, see? Don't you have arts and craft supplies? Not any of that can cut through a force field. There's got to be a way around. All right, hold up. My chair did like a 360 spin. I need cough drop. I did way too much coughing. I mean, way too much talking, and now my throat's a little sore. Get a little animated. You know what I need? I need some honey and some like warm tea, and that would have did it for me. I'd have been me. Let me get situated. Okay. I stunned one of you. I'm gonna stun all of you. There we go. Oh. Damn. Target acquired.
Domination is the only way to win a classroom. You skipped leg day.
Bam. Spice so nice. Woo. Nice.
Class dismissed.
Let's go.
Nice. Easy work. Should be more battles this simple. Jump boots. I think you already got jump boots. Jump boots, jump boots. And then, I don't know if you need jump boots. It lowers your power. Level 15. Oh yeah, you're supposed to be out my lineup, Barbe. What am I doing? I forgot you're supposed to be at level 20. Things will be a little more trickier now. Oh shit, I hit the wrong one. Oh, wow. Nice. Chacho man. Power wave kick. Interesting. You got a lot of HP, boy. Damn. Let me counter that. No! Almost got eliminated because of you. Screw it. It's a little harder now that I got what's his name with me. We're gonna try our best though. Yeah. Damn. He just keep getting stronger. Oops. I messed that up. I'll try that again. There we go. Let me get a do-over. God damn. I come into the area and got a fight. This is nuts. All right, we're gonna do the twisties. One, two, three. And I get this radism, sadism. Is that the name? Damn. Now we're going for a pinfall. 1, 2. Got him. Yeah. Level up. Yes. All right, let's see where we at. Comet arm. What's comet arm? Can he not use it? Oh, here it is. May also melt your enemies. I forget, what does melt do? That's a huge boost though. I might have to get that to the brooder. Yeah. I don't mind giving this to the brooder. I need to figure out what melt does though. Additional 25% damage. Okay. All right, now I got to make it to find the other thing to disable the force field. Ooh, I got skipped the line. Nice. Oh, no sell. I'm still not selling it. Oh, my guy not moving back. That part of no sell? Now you move back. Got a power up from that. This scan don't mean anything. Don't care. Made it harder, like it lowered my defense, but it don't matter if you don't attack. And I hit him with the melted status. 25% more damage he takes from all my moves. Nice. Oh, look at all that power. So much power. All right. I came all this way. I looped around. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See. I should have did it in Spanish. I'll do it next time in Spanish. My turn. Now we just pick them off. So simple. That perma stun, this shit breaks the game. This shit breaks the game. So apparently I was supposed to go this way. Oh. Hey, Barbie, ready for phase 3? Phase 3? I thought we were in phase 2. Expect the unexpected in the kingdom of spice. Oh, we jump all the way from above and get inside the force field this way. What? I thought those windows were plastic, not glass. Your taste in translucent materials is once again your downfall, goat. Mayor Mark, your reign of terror is at an end, if you want it to be. What are you talking about? This. Cast off your municipal mask and put on the mask you were made to wear. You want me out of your city? Come meet me in the Surge Dome. Come on, amigos. Sir, should I send the guards after them? No, let them go, and then cancel my appointments. Oh yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna do it next time because things are heating up across the toy room. Muchacho Man has challenged the mayor of Warpmark Junction, and an exciting feud is developing between honest bucks and grad school. Don't forget, Toy Box Jimmy and Nuke are hot on the trail of Veneta, a minivan with a major mystery. Let's see what happens next. Okay. Wow, I never thought I'd see a B-horror movie crossed with Lucha Libre. Did you see the part where he did the sidewalk slam on the Cthulhuoid? Amazing. Imagine seeing it in person. What? Silver Halo was a real wrestler? See, a true legend, a true hero, someone the kids can look up to. Come along, honey. Help me tuck in the kids. Be with them now. I'm sorry, my wife. I must pay my respects in our town Lucha ancestors and ask for their intercession. The Order of the Plastictarians placed a riddle here to protect the graves. I have to light up all the lamps in each section to remove the barrier. Cheer for me. Where are the lamps at? Is it this? They say light up the lamps. Oh, it's pointing at them. I can't get to the others. Is this a lamp? Oh, that's a lamp. Oh, never mind. Okay. And then last one's right there. Jose de la Campanas, who fought to restore the Monasterio bells, please cheer for me. Solve the riddle, reach the second grave. I don't know what the riddle is. They're not letting me move. Oh wait. I can hardly move around in here. Oh. So I didn't even see that. It's right next to me. Senor Secreto, who took a hat from each luchador he defeated. Please cheer for me. Come on. Okay. We in here. We in the building. Come on, we down here. 1, 2. I see one over here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where the last one? Where the last one? I didn't even see that. Ray Vela, patron of Walk On FX or VFX. Please cheer for me. Who this? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know anyone else was here. Scorching Ray. Please don't let me disturb you, Senor Luchador. I was just coming to pay my respects to these wrestlers. Really? Say, I know you. You're Scorching Ray from the lower cards. How long have you been wrestling? For a few years now, but I have loved wrestling all my life. As a boy, I looked up to the luchadors and luchadoras I saw in the ring each week. And I have fond memories of watching Halo de Plata films with my father. He thought it was important for me to have good heroes. But here I am disturbing you. Please enjoy your evening. Okay. I did everything else here, so wait. Wait, hold on. Okay, it's legit him. I can't tell with this game. They'll be changing my party just randomly. Sirs, I have reached a decision. We should give the title to Scorching Ray. Interesting. No, Scorching Ray? What is the name that rudely enters my ears? That's not a name I've heard in a chant or song. Then you haven't been listening. He's a new star, not quite a babyface. His wrestling skill is sound, and the crowds love him. Scorching Ray has new fans every day, so it'd be my honor to help put him over. Bah, let him get over himself. Senor Ramon, we can't declare this Mystery Ray the champion out of nowhere. Where's the build-up? Where's the artistry? Where's the storyline? You'll be throwing away an entire season of work of drama between Chinampo, Champ, and Luchador. I'm sorry, Luchador. The Chinampo champ is right. We have to keep pushing the popularity of LCW to avoid getting swallowed up like some other promotions. We can't take risks now. The LCW championship is in this room, or is no one. But we'll be happy to support either of you, but I know it's a hefty decision. I'll leave it to you to decide. They're not going to come to an agreement. I can almost taste the title belt, Chinampo. It will be ours. I swear it. So, how did it go? My wife, I am sorry. Ramon Senor would not agree to my suggestion. I see. So then Pharaoh Fausto will be the champion? No. Luchador, wait, please. You love that ring more than you love me. Uh-oh. How could you say that? How could you even think that? Where are you? Where are you every day and every night? Not here, not with me, not with your family. You're out here with your square circle mistress. How dare you? Everything I do, everything in that ring, I do it for you. I do it for this family. Every day, every match, every slam, every near death over the jump, I do it for you. Near death jump over the rope, I do it for you. Bah, you can lie to yourself, but not me, Luchador. You do it for the glory, for the honor. That's your true love. That's your true mistress. Okay. Time to go defend that title. Do I have everything I want on him, by the way? Oh, damn, I can't even edit none of his stuff. Whatever he got, he got. Okay. All right. What's this? Welcome to the Luchador Championship Wrestling High Flying Championship. In this match, set for one ring out, the first to leave the ring and touch the ground is the loser, and he who remains is the LCW champion. Okay. It's all hipsters watching me wrestle. Is that a guy with that Mr. Potato Head and a fireman? And a monkey and a lizard and a cow? It will be non-stop, high stakes, high flying action here at LCW, and it all starts in just a moment. Hello, Luchador. Have you made your decision? Just give me a good send-off. Magnificent. Do not worry, the belt will be in good hands with me. Don't you mean who's with the Chinapo champ? What? Oh yes, of course. He is quite ready to serve the LCW. Thank you for that, Chinapo champ. Boys, I'll see you in the ring. You won't regret this, my friend. You know, I've been thinking about contingencies. What do you mean? It's something my mentor mentioned to me. Listen. Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, standing at 3.57 inches tall, he's the Bentrick Terror, your champion, the Luchador! And his opponent, standing at 5 inches tall, weighing in at 17 ounces, the Chinapa Champ! Yeah. We're excited to be here for an opportunity to place the LCW Championship in the proper hands. Strong hands, capable hands, dedicated hands. May he who wants it most win. Survive 2 turns. Just follow the cues. We will guide you through this. Your most memorable match. I could definitely survive. Hold up. Is there a thing I can do to Torso Steiner? Yeah. The hell? Wheelbarrow dogfish. Woo! Bounce back into the ring. What the hell? Here's the beef. Whoa. Break out of a submission attempt. I ain't got none of them. Okay. Better bubble. All right, I can't hit him no more. Ah! Oh, what the hell? Am I going for it? I'm going for it. I'm dialing it up. I'm dialing it up. Oh, shit. Yes, suffer for it, Luchador. Suffer for the title you no longer have. Suffer as I suffer in your family shadow. Suffer as I take it from you, as I become the champion. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. What? This is not a part of the plan. This is a contingency plan, my friend. Yeah. Luchador, what was that? Yes, it was devious. It was duplicitous. It was amazing. Some of the best high-flying storytelling our promotion has seen in ages. Enough. Luchador, you broke our agreement. Does this mean you intend to retain the title? As a cheater? I admit that it was not a clean win. That's why the champion will be nobody. What? What? It's like you said, Senor Ramon. The LCW champion is in this room. Or is no one? Well, we chose no one. But what does this mean for the LCW and the world tour of the Toy Room Pharaoh Fausto organized? That's simple. I intend to double it. Think about it, Senor Ramon. I will vacate the title and insinuate that Scorching Ray is the true winner for saving me. Pharaoh Fausto will argue that Sinapo Champ is the proper champion since I technically cheated. And then both luchadors will tour the Toy Room, not only advertising for LCW, but hype it up the next season as well. That is brilliant. Wow, you definitely earned this. Stampede. The Slam Bucks. Damn, 2,000 experience. Nice. I must say, I'm impressed, Luchador. That was some elite level planning. Thank you for saving me out there, Scorching Ray. Sir, thank you for the chance to represent the LCW. It is a great opportunity, my friend. Don't waste it, and don't lose your way. Remember, the world needs heroes. I understand, sir. Thank you. Make me proud. Brink, your idea. It was perfect. Even satisfied Pharaoh Fausto. Happy to help, sir. I've learned that there can be I can't talk. I've learned that there can always be a contingency. So what now? Well, we got to continue our feud with grad school, Ray. And I got to see a special person, or should I say special people. Dad. Mi familia. Mi esposa. I don't understand. What happened out there in the ring? I got plenty of time to explain it to you. Hey. All right, I guess we're back here now. Jesus. Wow, what's wrong with this place? The walls are weird. That's just the way old Mr. Leclos had the place designed. He is something of an eccentric board game enthusiast. Whoa there, this is a crime scene. You can't just waltz in here like a couple of loons. Crime scene? What are you talking about? A minivan killed his father and sister. So, other minivans? No, you dingbat. Vanetta killed her father, Mr. Leclos, and her sister, Secret Carmine. They actually used that sound effect. That didn't come from me, that was from them. Now, unless you're here to dust for Prince, you better beat it. Easy, we totally belong here. We're Vanetta's legal counsel. We'd like to have a word with our client. Leaping lawyers, is that allowed? You wouldn't dare deny our right under the Oswald agreement, would you? What? Me? No, you go on ahead, your justices. She's in a hallway through the door at the top. Hey, Private, what's the Oswald agreement? Who knows? I made it up. Look, you spend enough time getting barked at by attorneys, you pick up a thing or two. A real whodunit. Okay. James, what in blazes are you doing here? Saving your trunk if I can. James, thank you. I'm touched, but the situation here is rather bad. They think I killed Mr. Leclerc in the secret car my father and sister. The playing cards are your family? My adopted one, yes. I was looking for my sister when I stumbled upon my father's body, and then those brigands, Bruton and Gaster, burst into the room. They accused me of killing him and chased me out. That's when I ran to Boxwood. James, you have to find the real murderer and my sister. I think she may know something. Talk to Nanny White in the kitchen. She should help. That's like a game of Clue. Resquiat and Passe. They made this game like a game of Clue. This is a really creative stage. Wait, I don't want to talk to her yet. Did they forget to burn the desk? There's a knife on the wall. Is that a pool? It's a pool. Don't lower your lawyerships. Oh, okay. Well, here's one. Chainmail. Hold on. Don't I know you? You're Colonel Lemon, aren't you? From the Battle of the Glory Fields. Yes. I did fight in other battles, you know. History and you seem to have forgotten that. This is insane. Your portrait is hanging up on the Vinyl Corporation boardroom. Vinyl Corp? You're a hired bullet? Mercenary scum. I never liked you on the battlefield any more than I did seeing Mr. Leclerc. You fought with Mr. Leclerc? With, beside, against, who remembers anymore? All I know is that I'm glad the old fool is dead, though I wish I could have been here for it. So the guy definitely did it. He certainly sounds guilty, but I doubt it. Old dog war like him has too much honor in his veins to sneak around and stab somebody in the back. Watertight to challenge her to a duel with cutlasses. What happened between those guys? Mr. Leclerc was a military commander once upon a time. He led a particularly dicey campaign in the Glory Fields. It was a battle of Red Dice Hill. The official version is that Lieutenant Leclerc made a costly blunder. From what I hear, he led the charge himself. It was dangerous, but he saved his unit. Either way, Colonel Lemon took over the command after his maneuver, much to the detriment of his friendship with Leclerc. This battlefield like Red Dice Hill. That blasted fool. Okay. So I'm watching this crazy ass documentary and thought I thought it was a dating show, but it's some crazy cult about twin flames. This shit is wild. What's it called? Also, hello, Felicia. How are you? More mourners? Socialite Sapphire. Such a shame. It's a good man. There's a key on the table. Doc Orchid. Escaping twin flames. Oh, okay. I'm glad you're enjoying it. How was your night? All right, I don't see anything else in here. All right. Oh, it's just horrible. Look at this kitchen. Just look at this kitchen. If you ask me, it's just more evident that Vanetta is innocent. There's no way she would make such a mess. What can you tell me of the family? Mr. Leclue was an odd duck, but a devoted father. He loved both his daughters. Secret Carmaine, Vanetta's sister, was always hiding in places. That's why we call her Secret. Were you here when Mr. Leclue was murdered? Anything you could tell us? I thought about a dating show about people breaking up from people, but nope. I'm great. I'm fantastic. I feel really good tonight. My throat was going a little bit from like yelling about the AEW shit because I put on that video about the 99 problems with AEW. But everything's cool now. Everything good now. I don't know why my chat isn't updating with your stuff on there, but can't win them all. I can still see it though. So that's the important thing. I don't know how to fix that. It is what it is. Matter of fact, let me see if I can fix it. I guess I would do this. If it don't fix itself, then oh well. Don't worry about it. It's not on you. It's probably my stream messing up. No biggie. Matter of fact, I know I can fix it. I'll put this on. There. Now when you talk on anything but Facebook, it'll show up. Ideally. So. Were you here when Mr. Leclue was murdered? Anything you could tell us? Yes, I was here. I remember hearing loud revving sounds like an engine. But I don't think it was Vanetta. She couldn't have. Thanks. Where were the playing cards bumped off? In the study at the other corner of the house, but the police have the area sealed off. We got to get in there. I know. Try talking to Pastor Moss. He might be able to help. He's in the gallery in the center of the house. Okay. Goddamn game of Clue. DJ Clue. That's a stomp. Hi, Padre. Aren't you a little late for last rites? Let's see. Oh, they had one good stalked this guy who told her to leave him alone and got a restraining order against her. She got arrested, put in jail for a month, got out, moved in with her parents, and stupid hoe. Went back to the cult. Back to the nigga cult. Hold up. Back to the nigga cult. That's funny. Mr. Leclue was a good friend of mine. I like to be on hand to help if I can, and to see that everything is resolved appropriately. Do you think it's true? Do you think Vanetta is capable of double homicide? It seems as unlikely as the sun going dark. Then again, even that doesn't seem unlikely when you've seen an eclipse. Danny White said you can help us get into the study to see the crime scene. Yes, this house is quite old. It has many secret passages built to protect and hide people like me from aggressors. Mr. Leclue told me about some of them. There's a passage through the chimney in the lounge to the study. Oh, the western side of the house. So I gotta go over here. That's crazy. Come on, we can crawl under the desk here. Do you want to go in the chimney? Do I look like fire fodder? That blood? So this is where it happens. Something is off here. What do you mean? I've seen a lot of toy juice on the outside instead of the inside, Jimmy. Hey man, there's no time for a conversation about fit. Not that, dummy. I'm talking about evidence soaking into the carpet. They say 2 playing cards were iced here. No way, that's not enough. So there was only 1 person killed? How did they find 2 bodies then? Let's head back. I can't even move. Oh. Wait, I know I gotta go in there, but hold on. Oh, shoot. Oh, nuke. I'm ugly, not deaf, Jimmy. I can hear you just fine. No need to yell. I think I'm stuck. No, I refuse to participate. I don't think the chimney cares. Nuke, wait, something coming. Be quiet. What wouldn't wait, woman? It's those newcomers. They're snooping. Those snooping, sulking around. Who are they? Visitor Vanetta. Here to Vindicator, I venture. Do you think they'll figure it out? I'm worried about your little ruse. The dead decoy? The inanimate imposter? It will fool those fiends. It better. Where did you get it anyway? I built the body from broken bits. A benefit of being a boss bone saw like me. Did you hear that? The alliteration? Again, ugly, not deaf. Sounds like you got some secret ops at work here, Jimmy. Sounds like they brought in another body and spoofed the murder. That means Secret Carmine must be alive. Oh man, we gotta go see Vanetta. Wait, I wanna go back. So I can get all the secrets. Replica pepper box. Why do these shits move on their own? Don't this use talent the pepper? Has a terrific spread and can hit all enemies. Let's get that. It's weaker, but it hits everybody. Okay, so Stupid Ho moved up the ranks, making money and being a coach. But when they started being mean to her after they told her it was her fault, she got arrested. She finally started asking questions. All right, so wait. Like the ranking there is coach? Like, is that like a thing they can move up to? It don't even matter because they just like 180'd on her from what you're saying. What channel are you watching this on? The shady shit they've been doing, or streaming platform, I should say. Shady shit they've been doing, so they blocked her, and now she like fuck y'all after they broke up with her. Oh, that's Netflix? Oh, okay. I might watch the trailer later. Let me see. It's all right here in the will, in the living will of Mr. Leclue made before he died. Socialite Sapphire found it. Let's read it. I, Mr. Leclue, where is it? Being of sound mind and card stock, do hereby bequeath all of my worldly assets and possessions to my true blood daughter, Secret Carmine, my single true heir. In the event that she is unable to receive these assets in possession, they shall be transferred to Socialite Sapphire, whom I have always loved. Sincerely, Mr. Leclue. Lies. Dad always said part of his fortune was going to Project D12. Project D12? That fund to help underused toys enter the wrestling-related careers? What a guy. I'm afraid you're mistaken, Vanetta. Of course, some degree of mental imbalance is expected considering what you did. Or at least the deceitful daughter is detained by the department defenders and detectives. Those deceivers. We got other news, Vanny. I think your sister's alive. Oh, thank the maker. James, you must help her. She's the only one that can help. Pastor Moss did say this house had lots of hidden passages, and secret Carmine likes to hide. She also liked to swim if that's any help. I thought cards weren't supposed to get wet. Oh, but get this. She used to be a chemist working for DNA and cancer cells, but fell for this crap. I cannot. But I'm going to continue watching. Well, there's a lot of people that are like really like smart, like intellectually wise, but then like lack just the most basic of common sense. That's like the girl that's on Love and Hip Hop, Gunplay's girlfriend or whatever, or wife. Like she wants to be like a criminal defense lawyer or some shit like that. I think she's trying to be in like the legal field, and like she got her bachelor's degree and all that stuff, but then she dates Gunplay. I like hood niggas though. Oh, that saying always made me laugh. But I like hood niggas. There's got to be a secret entrance in here somewhere. I should check the walls. Check the walls and look for secrets. Chop. Aha, the basement. Secret Carmine might be down here. Let's search. All right, after I'm done this area, I'm calling it a night. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. I wish I could have been streaming longer, but I got on late, of course. Hey, killed 2 of them. This ain't that bad. I like this spread. That is a nice spread. Chainmail. You know it. You love it. It's chainmail. Stolen. Double table spot token. What's another one up here? Haunted Spanner. That's a new weapon for Toy Box Jimmy. What this looking like? Provides a vibing status. Oh, you already know. You already know what it is. Wait, these secret walls? Why do they look like they're secret walls? I'm about to find out. Dark extender.
Hold on to your nuts and bolts.
And I stunned him.
Hold on to your nuts and bolts.
Hold on to your nuts and bolts. Did that say angry Speedos? Is that what that said? Oh, action figures. Oh, I got a lot of these to sell. God damn, I got a lot of those to sell. Oh no, we can't go through this. Okay, never mind. I'm going with old school video game logic. What's this? Bam! Table spot. Secret Carmine. Egad, you're with them. Don't hurt me. Better go fish again, Carmine. We're not here to hurt you. But we do know why you're playing solitaire out here. You do? You were attacked, weren't you? Back at Clo Mansion? What happened? Oh, it was dreadful. Those thugs that belonged to Socialite Sapphire, Brute, and Gaster killed my father and attacked me. I saw everything. So why didn't you tell anybody? And what good would that do? You had no idea what it's like. Being so scared, feeling so small, so out of control of your own fate. Just leave me be. At least I'll be safe here. No. Pardon me? You're wrong. I do know what it's like to feel like that. I also know what it feels like to do nothing about it. It's like this, lady. You can't let fear control you. If you did, sooner or later, you start wondering how things would have been. If you took your shot, wait, what is it? If you took your shot, I'm reading this all wrong. Sooner or later, you start wondering how things would have been if you took your shot. The comma threw me off. Reading Rainbow. If you just did what you knew was right. You're scared now? Try hating yourself instead for not doing things you should have done. It's just too much to bear. Look, your sister's about to take the fall for your father's death. Venetta? She's being blamed? And they'll impound her for sure, unless you make a stand. Now's the time to put fear back in the deck. Cowardice is no way to live life. Take it from me. I ought to know. Okay, I'll do it. Just tell me how I can help. It's a cinch. Let me explain. Let's go have a conversation with Inspector Munch. The Ice Spice? Wait, I can't leave any other way? So it's just this cellar in the basement and that's it. Okay. Whatever. I beat everybody. So let's go. I do like this, that the fact that they made this a game of Clue. All right, listen up. These lawyers here have invoked the Oswald agreement to come to their client's defense. Who did it? We conducted our lawyerings, and we can say beyond a shadow of a doubt that the real killer is... I could have lied, but no. Doc Orchid and Socialite in the study with the Bruton and Gaster. Asinine accusations. Don't be absurd, child. What possible proof could you have? Wait, I can prove Socialite Doc orchestrated the whole thing. The music. Oh, it's you. You're alive. Yes, and thanks to Jimmy, I'm ready to start living again. Inspector Munch, these men killed my father. Socialite Sapphire had them do it. They had them do it so she could take, used that fake will of hers to get Dad's money, and when they failed to bump me off too, Doc Orchid supplied a dummy corpse to fake my death. Looks like we're stuck between a rock and a prison cell. And they're guilty of misused verbal expressions. Man, if Barbie were here, Sapphire, Doc, looks like you're on your own. Time to cut our way out. Oh, I gotta fight them? Weird. But okay. Stolen! What's that? Run over. Whoa, look at that dodge. Oh, look at that dodge. Oh, he doing the same thing. Woo. Woo. That shit's slow as hell.
Say goodnight.
Stolen. What's this? When diplomacy fails, phone-based superiority is the only answer. Mega damage against all enemy units. Let's see. Tactical Dart Strike. What's going on? Damn! That's crazy. Radio jams.
It's up, yo.
They're gonna keep jumping over these cars. Run over. Garaged. Get that shit out of here. Nobody got time for that. Airstrike. Damn. Garaged.
This is how we do it. Say goodnight.
Chop up. Stunned. Got him. Got him.
Got it!
Black light. Looks like the deck is pretty stacked against you cards. Get them, boys. Oh, wooden dolls? I don't know. Oh, it's like those, what are those fake Legos called? I forget what they called. They're like the Playmobiles. That's what they would call it. It's like those toys. Excellent work, your lawyerships. With the real killer out the way, Vanetta is free to go. James, you done it. Yeah, James, good job. This is incredible. You searched my house high and low, fought through perilous odds, and even found my missing sister. All to save me? Well, yeah. I mean, I couldn't let them take you away. I gotta say, Jimmy, you really went Bravo Zulu here. Above and beyond for some punk chop shop mechanic. I can't talk tonight. Above and beyond what some punk chop shop mechanic would do. So what's your next mission? It felt good to take matters into my own hands, to get stuff done, to stop living in fear and letting everything else dictate my fate. I think it's time to reassess our elephant problem, and I know just who can help. Where will you go? To Malibu Heights. There's a muchacho and a non-medical doctor I've got to apologize to. All right. Thank you again, James. Suck it. That's the name of the achievement. How the hell I get out of here? Oh, is that it? Come on, you're not even gonna ask her to come with us? Nah, I mean, a van like her and a wrench like me. And here I thought you were ranking up. Oh well. James, I've never been to Malibu Heights, and I'm suddenly found myself here suddenly found myself without responsibility here. Is this your way of asking me if I have a spare accommodation? Precisely, for a van or a girl. Sure. Great. Guess that means I'm coming too. This van still owes me money. Okay. Lady V6, Super Sleuth. All right. So we're back over here. And they changed my lineup again. Stop changing my lineup. Get fucking Rad Cod in there. Stop playing around. Switching on my goddamn team. Why was this file so long? I must have fell asleep when I was on this file. Because I'm like, we're at 23 hours here and it's 28 hours, but we're way past, this file is way past this file. I don't get it. Anyway. We're done. That's the whole point. It is over. Let us go back. Yes. I was trying not to burp into the mic. Okay. Thank you all for coming out. We finally did some wrestling news. We did that 99 videos thing. Turned a 13-minute video into a nearly hour-long session. Fair use all day. But yeah, matter of fact, let me give credit though. I think the channel called Age of Wrestling. So go subscribe to them if you like the content that I gave you there. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow doing some more Facebook news, doing some more WrestleQuest, and yeah, that's about it. Please follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at It's Really Lynx, all one word, just like it says at the top. Follow me on Facebook.com/It's Really Lynx TV, Streamlabs.com/It's Really Lynx for the donations. I'm on TikTok, Cash App, YouTube, Threads, Kick, but especially to YouTube. I'm trying to get a custom URL. I can only get it with you guys' help. So please like, follow, share, subscribe, retweet, donate, all that good stuff. Titillate senses of the algorithm if you will. I'll be back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there, be square. See you later. Take care now. Bye-bye then.